cat just knocked your favorite mug off the table on purpose while looking you dead in the eyes. You said no, maybe a little too loudly. And now they've disappeared behind the couch. Classic cat. Cold, unbothered, zero remorse. Or so you think. Because what I'm about to show you completely changed how I see my cats. It turns out your cat is sorry. They've probably been apologizing to you for years. You just didn't know the language, and by the end of this video, you will. So stay with me, because number 7 is the one that causes the most damage to the human-cat relationship, and almost nobody gets it right. Here's what most people get wrong about cats. They assume that because cats don't whine, roll over, or follow you around like a golden retriever after a fight, they simply don't care. But that's not how cats work. They are subtle communicators. Their apologies aren't loud or obvious, but they are real. And once you know what to look for, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Let's start with the signal that fools almost everyone. You've just raised your voice, and your cat turns around, faces the wall, won't look at you. Every human instinct says, attitude, disrespect. They're giving you the cold shoulder. But flip your perspective for a second. In the animal world, especially among predators, direct eye contact during conflict is a threat. It means I'm ready to fight. So when your cat deliberately breaks eye contact and turns away while tension is still in the air, that's not dismissal. That's a peace signal. Ethologists call it a calming signal. Your cat is physically removing the challenge from the room, even while still being in it. They're saying, I don't want this to escalate. Truce. Next time your cat looks away after a conflict, don't take it personally. Take it as the olive branch it actually is. And usually what follows that look away is just as easy to miss. After a tense moment, your cat doesn't come to you for cuddles, but they don't leave either. They just exist in the same space, maybe on the far end of the sofa, maybe in the doorway, close enough to see you, far enough to feel safe. A lot of owners think, if they were really sorry, they'd come over. But cats aren't wired like that. They're not pack animals. Choosing to stay in the same room as someone they're in conflict with is actually a significant decision. They're testing the emotional temperature, waiting for things to cool down, saying in their own quiet way, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here when you're ready. If your cat does this, acknowledge them softly. Don't force contact. Just let them know. The door is open. Now, before we go further, if you're the kind of person who actually wants to understand their cat instead of just living with one, you're exactly who Whisker Diary is made for. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And if this is already shifting how you see your cat, a like goes a long way in helping other cat lovers find this channel. Okay, back to it, because it gets more interesting from here. You've probably heard about the slow blink before, but here's what most people don't know. When you're stressed or angry, there's real tension in the air, and cats feel that. They pick up on shifts in your body language, your tone, even your scent. Now imagine, in that charged moment, your cat looks at you and slowly closes their eyes. For a predator, closing your eyes in front of a potential threat is an enormous act of trust. It's tactically vulnerable, and your cat is doing it on purpose, directed at you in a moment of conflict. Research from the University of Sussex found that slow blinking has a measurable calming effect on both the cat and the person who returns it. It's a feedback loop. They calm you, you calm them. So if your cat slow blinks at you after a disagreement, always blink back, softly, slowly. You're not just being sweet, you're signaling to their nervous system. We're okay. If you don't respond, your cat registers it as a failed attempt, and their anxiety actually increases. Something else worth watching is your cat's tail the next time they approach you after tension. A tail held high means confidence and willingness to interact, but when the very tip curls over, like a question mark, that's a specific message. They're asking permission to re-enter your space. It's a diplomatic gesture, friendly intent, but cautious. They want to reconnect, but they're checking first. Are we good? If they walk past you with that curved tail and gently brush your leg, that's your cat extending a handshake. Pet them, speak softly, and you've just accepted the apology. If you ignore it, they'll often retreat, and the whole repair process starts over. Then there's the purr, and most people get this wrong too. Cats don't only purr when they're happy. Vets have known for a long time that cats also purr when they're injured, scared, or anxious, because the frequency of a purr has actual therapeutic properties. It promotes healing. It lowers heart rate. After a conflict, some cats will approach and begin purring intensely, but without any playful energy. No bouncing, no chirping. Just a deep, focused vibration. They're not asking for food. They're not content. They're trying to heal the moment, to bring both of you back to baseline. Don't shoo them away. Let them finish. And if your cat walks up after a tense moment and presses their forehead against your hand or rubs their cheek along your leg, pay close attention. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks, chin, and forehead. When they rub against you, they're depositing pheromones, chemical markers that mean safe. Mine. Family. Here's the part most people don't realize. When you're angry or stressed, your body chemistry actually shifts. You smell different to your cat. You smell like the conflict. So when your cat headbutts you after a fight, they're not just being affectionate. They're actively trying to restore your scent to what it normally is, overwriting the smell of tension with the smell of home. It's one of the most intimate things a cat can do, and it is completely 100% an apology. All right, now we've arrived at the big one, the behavior that causes the most confusion, and honestly, the most accidental damage to the human-cat relationship. Your cat gets scolded, and then they roll over and show you their belly. Every human brain screams, belly rub time. Do not touch the belly. I know. It's counterintuitive, but here's what's actually happening. The belly is where a cat's vital organs are. Exposing it is one of the most vulnerable things they can physically do. When a cat shows you their stomach after a conflict, they are not inviting touch. They are signaling complete submission. They are saying, I surrender. I trust you. Please don't be angry anymore. It is the feline equivalent of raising a white flag. If you reach in for a belly rub at that moment, your cat will almost certainly flinch or bite. Not because they're mean, but because you've just violated an act of surrender. From their perspective, they made themselves completely defenseless, and you took advantage of it. The right response: don't touch, make soft eye contact, slow blink, and say something calm and quiet. That is how you honor what they just offered you. And finally, if your cat comes to you after tension and starts licking your hand, your arm, or even your hair, they are grooming you. In cat society, grooming is reserved for family. It's called allo-grooming, and it only ever happens between individuals a cat truly trusts. Beyond the social meaning, licking also releases endorphins, in both the giver and the receiver. Your cat is literally trying to wash away the conflict, to chemically reset the relationship back to neutral. If you pull away or push them off, you're rejecting one of the most sincere gestures in their entire emotional vocabulary. Let it happen, even just for a few seconds. It means more than you might think. So the next time your cat seems distant after a fight, or quietly follows you into the kitchen, or slow blinks from across the room, you'll know. They're not cold. They're not indifferent. They're speaking a language that took millions of years to develop, and now you speak a little bit of it too. If this video changed how you see your cat, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Which of these behaviors have you actually noticed? Because I read every single one. And if you want to go deeper, our next video is about the habits we have that stress our cats out without us even realizing it. It's the other side of this conversation. And honestly, it might be the most important one yet. Thanks for watching, and see you there.